Alright guys, y'all set getting them new cheese.
So you did the two, I would have gotten the two.
There we go. Good morning. We're at the airport. We're gonna order some breakfast. We got a good menu here. This place is called Mimosa, and they have omelets, all sorts of eggs, freaking $9 yogurt. That will not be happening. We're gonna do the frittata with egg whites, and add that. I don't need anything else. We already got coffee.
All right, omelet for you, sir.
Just chilling at the airport. We had some really good breakfast, and I just wanted to now intro this video since I haven't filmed an intro yet. But Drew and I are going to Florida with my family. I have family down there. I have my grandma and then 2 uncles down there, and we like to visit them every Christmas, so I'm really looking forward to it. We are so lucky. The weather is going to be really nice. It's supposed to be like in the 80s, which is unheard of for the end of December. I'm still going to be counting macros, but more loosely than usual. I had bite meals shipped to my grandma's house. We're not going to go to eat like too much, probably just once or twice. So I will be staying on track. I know my mom and grandma will be cooking, and I made a promise to myself and to my family that cutting for the bodybuilding.com spokesmodel search would like not come between our family time or interfere with their lives. I'm gonna make the best choices I can, but I'm also not gonna stress about it. Like, I'm moving away, and this is really my last like quality family time, so I want to make the most of it. I want to be present in the moment and not stress about food. I'm already not going to be super lean for the spokesmodel search, so losing like an additional pound this week is really probably not going to do much. So I'd rather make the most of my vacation and try to hit my macros, but if it's not perfect, I'm not going to stress about it. Still going to be getting in workouts, still going to be getting in my cardio because it's just part of my life and I enjoy it, but y'all know I'm a foodie. You know that I love to cook and bake, so I'm just gonna have fun and not stress too much, and I hope you guys are gonna do the same with your holidays, whether you're dieting or not. Like, one day or a couple days are not gonna ruin your progress. Just be consistent all the other days, do the best that you can, and be present with those around you. And that's my game plan. So we are gonna go find some books to read on the plane, and I will edit yesterday's video and see you guys in the airport.
What seats do you have?
C and D. Taking a break from editing to eat some bite meals. This is just a steak and green bean meal.
Colleagues at Rock Camp for Dads is a realtor, and apparently the showing the other night was
I can't believe the way parents bring their children to court when I have Theodore, or whatever his name is, in court.
We're so tired. 4.5 hours of sleep. Airport. I don't know, just like dead. So we're gonna take a little nappy by the pool and then have dinner and then go to the gym. So make sure I can have a good session, get it done, but not force myself to do it when I feel like death.
You guys are staffed tonight? And someone will be there? Okay, we're looking to get some guest passes for the week. Okay. Okay, awesome, thank you. You too, bye.
Alright, just came in from the pool. Caught a few of the last rays of the day, but not like any significant tanning or anything. But I did come inside to find these from Bite. 2 boxes. This one's food. This one, I know what it is because I saw the other athletes, but I don't know exactly what it is. Okay, we got some Bite swag. We got hats. Gonna rock these for sure. A sweatshirt. think I'm gonna make this into like a crop shirt. Also cute. Look, we got some Ultra Boosts. This is so nice of them. Oh my god. These are so clean. Look at these. Fresh Adidas Ultra Boosts. Yes. Thank you so much, Bite. This is so nice. I'm gonna like, keeping these clean is gonna be hard, but I'm up for the challenge. Thank you, Bite. I appreciate y'all. Merry Christmas. Hey guys, coming to you with another commentary. Today's commentary is going to be for this lower body glute and hamstring focused workout that I did in Florida. We were at a gym called Jabs Gym in Naples, Florida, and it's a really great facility. Really enjoyed working out there, but unfortunately this was the only day that we were allowed to film. But I'm still super happy that we did get the chance to film one workout, so let's get into this commentary. The first exercise that we did were these plate-loaded leg presses. I started off with a warm-up set of just 45s on each side and then moved on to 45s and 25 on each side for my working sets. For pretty much every exercise in this workout, we did 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps, with the exception being higher reps during the warm-up or acclimation sets, which were usually like 15 to 20. For this particular exercise, I prefer to have my feet a little higher and wider than shoulder width apart, and I find that that just targets my glutes and hamstrings a little better and allows me to get better depth without compromising my lumbar position or risking injury. Another cue for this one is to push through your midfoot and heel, not your toes, and that will help you activate your glutes and protect your knees as well. Again, I did 3 to 4 sets of everything, but just for time's sake, I'm only showing a little bit of each one. So the second exercise are these stiff leg deadlifts, starting with just an acclimation set with the bar so I can get everything nice and warmed up, since this is only my second movement and it's quite a different movement pattern than the leg press. There are a few cues for this exercise. The main one that I have found that helps me is to think about starting the movement by pushing your hips backwards rather than bending forwards. So once you do that, you want to feel a nice stretch in your hamstrings at the bottom, and then start by activating your glutes and pushing your hips forward rather than using your lower back to stand up. Another important thing with this is to keep your spine neutral, which means that your head and your neck are in line with your back. So as you can see, when my torso goes parallel to the floor, so does my head. You don't want your head to be craning. Doing so will put a lot of unnecessary stress on your back and neck, and we want to be as healthy and injury-free as possible. Am I right? Next up were these elevated sumo squats. I prefer to do these with a dumbbell, so that's why I stand on the risers. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to get the full range of motion. But the cues for this exercise are similar to the others, where you want to push through your midfoot and heel. For this one, you have to really fight to maintain an upright torso. You don't want to be bent over too far, since this is a squat and not a deadlift. And another thing to note is that I'm kind of tucking my tailbone under at the top, as you can see, and that just gets full glute activation. I'm also pausing briefly at the bottom and the top. At the bottom to make sure I get a nice stretch and I can power up through my glutes, and then at the top to make sure I'm squeezing. Since I already did a hamstring lengthening exercise, I wanted to also do a shortening exercise, so I did these lying leg curls. I really like this machine. I feel it a lot better in my hamstrings than just a typical lying leg curl, but not every gym is going to have this. So my best tips for feeling those hamstrings is to make sure you're pushing your glutes into the pad and not letting your hips rise up and do this kind of like inchworm thing. I used to really struggle with feeling my hamstrings on these, but Emily, Hayden, and Brandon actually gave me that tip, and it's been a game changer, so thanks y'all. For everything else, we did just do straight sets, but for the hamstring curls, we decided to superset them with this rotational calf press machine, which was right next door, so it was convenient. We did these with just one foot at a time so you get full isolation on each side. With pretty much every calf exercise, the cues are going to be let yourself really feel the stretch in the lengthened position and then really feel the contraction in the shortened position, as well as make sure you're pushing through the ball of your feet and really just recruiting your calves, not using your quads or momentum to cheat the weight up. Last but not least, I did a burnout on the abduction machine. This just hits your outer glutes really nicely, and I basically did a mechanical drop set, which means that you start off in the most difficult position and then move towards the most mechanically advantageous position where you are strongest. So for this one, that means starting out leaning back with my hips a little bit elevated off the pads, and then I moved to being leaning forwards, which as you can see, I could rep out a few more. And then at the very end, I had to stand up and kind of use my weight to help me, and that's just really to burn out any last strength that I had left in my glutes. I also feel like this is a good time to remind y'all that typically the most effective glute exercises are definitely not the cutest, and you just have to not care. Remember, the uglier and more awkward your butt looks inside the gym, the better it's gonna look outside the gym. Alright, so workout complete. I also finished up with 35 minutes of cardio. I am still doing my cardio, my lifts and everything while we're here. Sorry, I just hit your arm. And it feels good to be on track. We got some powered zeros for the road, and now we're headed back to my grandma's house. Gonna eat one more meal, and that will be the end of the day. So tomorrow I'm not quite sure what we have planned. My dad mentioned going to the shooting range, so that might happen. But in the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed that workout. I think I'm gonna do like an informative voiceover on that one since you guys really like those. And yeah, so if this is the end of the vlog, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it as always. Please give it a like. And if it's not the end of the vlog, please still give it a like. And thank you for watching the rest of it. Bye guys.